Big cap, Don Marino, heavy sombrero. He lack knowledge, I bet he a scarecrow. Something deadly a Edo. If it ring, get low, rider, and he go
But we was never friends. Show up to Harlem looking for your crib. You better let me in. Masked up, gloves on. I work in medicine. Show up to deluxe apartment in disguise like the Jeffersons.
Not to get shot with the cannon. I gotta do you, send a shot into you. This is black love, brown pride. Shaka Zulu meets Montezuma. And will you be?
Battle rap in a lot of ways is a lyrical chess match that requires the artist to think beyond what they wrote or what they will recite. In any battle, there is a need to outwit, overpower, and undermine your opponent in order to become the victor. In today's episode of Battle Rap Tactics, we're taking a look at one of the most instrumental pieces of battle rap strategy, round placement. One thing that a battler does to raise the odds of them winning is structuring the right sequence of rounds to use. If you've ever listened to an album or playlist of some sort, the sequencing and placement matters just as much as the actual songs themselves. A battle is mostly a game of energy, momentum, and the understanding of circumstances. More often than not, a battle is won before the coin toss even starts. Typically, a battler can identify the strongest round when it is written, and more often than not, a battler utilizes that round in a way that complements their style. Today, we're going to break down the dynamic of each round along with the pros and cons of battlers having their strongest round in the first, second, or third. Small disclaimer, I am not a battle rapper, nor do I claim to be a battling expert. I am an analyst of the sport with an informed opinion, and have a certain perspective of the science of battle rap. So please take these notions and claims with a grain of salt. Thank you. First, we're going to dissect instances where someone has their strongest round in the opening round. The first round is usually the round the artists use to get a feel for the battle, see what resonates, and get the crowd on their side early. The first example I will use is Hollow's first round versus Charlie Clips. This is revered as one of the best rounds of all time due to how strategic and calculated it is. Hollow used an angle that broke down the style of Clips and made the audience reevaluate the way they should receive his bars. This in turn changed the landscape of the battle, placed a microscope underneath everything Charlie Clips was rapping, and it also was genius because of the articulation of the concept, the anticipation of the crowd, and the ability to plant seeds for a deeper theme throughout the battle.
Now I got something that are old clips, so I load up with the old clips. First two was hot, and the third got stuck like the old clips. Then I'm dunking in my homie's Charger. Got 20, take your top off, that Ginobili spark you. My other gun, Kawhi Leonard. This other homie darker. He'll say something about point guard, a 9, and what y'all see coming? Okay. Shit wet. But bro, it's the same move every time you kick that. Set a punchline, set a punchline. That's how you spit that? Just a candy rapper with 4 bars. You would see how easy it is to predict that?
Shit like that.
Text in and start shooting it. He like, shut up, bitch, you losing it. She storm out, go to the kitchen. She like, Charlie, you ate my food again? Charlie. He in the back talking about, guess what room I'm in?
On a more explosive side, I will use Hitman's first versus Shine as the second example. While this doesn't necessarily point to Hitman being strategic, it does show Hitman's knack to set the tone and impose his will. Against Shine, he did just that. Hitman's goal and objective was to neutralize Shine's persona and image. Alongside this, he made sure to place an emphasis on authenticity, loyalty, and the contrast and accolades. Hitman's strong delivery and the substance he provided made for a deadly combination.
I wish you would get mad. Go ahead, try to fight. I ain't Jerome, the prop gun with me. You slap me and you go down tonight. Cause they gonna need the worldwide news and Blues Clues to find you. I'll punch and dim your lights. Man, I set the mood behind you. I do think. How the fuck I ain't worth 30K a fucking star? This a new hit man. I got a couple cars, $250,000 stashed in the chest. These ain't struggle bars. I'm in the limelight. You watched me for 8 battles before they gave you that title. You ain't earned that. 5 years ago, I was dragging shit cross stage. Let me talk to him. I was holding his face, then he was fucking around and walked on.
The third example is DNA's first versus Ill Will. The potency of this round stems from it draining the energy from the room. Although a battle is a 3-round exchange, by nature fans hold into what they can connect to or remember the most. In some instances, one round can transcend the landscape of a battle. DNA's first versus Will is a prime example of that. Although it was risky, DNA made sure to set the building ablaze from the very start.
Look at this bitch nigga complaining already. Talking about the time limit. We ain't gonna do no Rex and Cortez shit, cause I'ma spit till I'm finished. I do this is what I like. You see us in the club, exit left, or he won't make it back alright. I told my nigga shoot it up, that means clap on sight. The code word was bottle service. In other words, put the yak on ice. If it wasn't for BET, we'd be seeing him homeless. You tried to choke against the rock. Tonight you need to be focused. I'll body rock or will the same day. Either opponent, LeBron James, he gon' cramp in the heat of the moment. Get that the fuck out of here. I never drunk vodka. Get the yak the fuck out of here. Look at that hat. Get that the fuck out of here. You thought I was gonna lose? Get snatched the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
This could allow the opponent to feed off the energy created. Certain battlers actually perform at a higher level when they are pushed to their limits early on. If the opponent just so happens to be someone who excels at counterwriting, rebuttals, or extremely performative, the momentum can be given away blindly. A battler can run the risk of setting the bar too high too early. If they fail to replicate or match the quality of their opening round, they could lose the audience because of the decline. This is even more of a case when their opponent is riding uphill and finishing the battle out strong. This is a difference that the audience can spot and feel right away. The second round is the swing round of the battle. In basketball, it would be Game 5 of the series, and in football, it would be the third quarter of the game. In some cases, this round can make or break a battler's overall performance. It's also referred to as the redemption/fight back part of the battle. The people that usually win this round are in great position to seal the next. For this one, I will only use 2 examples. The first example is Jazz the Rapper's second for Vixen the Assassin. Something that has become a recurring trend in battle rap are the mid-battle character style breakdowns. One of the best ones done in recent years is this round because of its execution and substance. The potency of this round also stems from how Jazz used her first to tie into her angle in the second. The beauty behind doing these breakdowns mid-battle is the way it makes the battler rethink their approach, and it also places a spotlight on the weaknesses of the opponent for the rest of the battle. The second round is perfect timing for the breakdown because it allots enough time for the audience to interpret and resonate with the angle provided. It also limits the time for the opponent to reconfigure their style or think of a response. While there are anomalies like battlers with freestyling prowess or perfectly timed counter rounds, these breakdowns typically prove to be efficient. Other great examples would be Mike P's second versus Danny Myers, Charlie Clip's second versus New Jersey Twerk, and JC's second versus Sharon.
That shit is easy, watch this. I'm a threat for real. I let it pill. Your boyfriend drop. No legs are still. And then you drop. Y'all dead for real. I will leave this white bitch lying on a nigga. R.I.P. to Emmett Till. I'm flipping shit look like I caught a gator. The Bardashians carrying a trade. We all some waiters. If me and my bitches jump her, she ain't gonna be walking later. I beat the brakes off her. They won't know what the fuck wrong with V. It's the alternator. I hear the bitch. I'm like, how the fuck is this? Stop making fun. At least 3 men could have put a ring on it. You just wasn't the one. You had a son, then 2 daughters out of wedlock. Are you dumb? Come back to earth, cause you should be on your 3rd rock from the sun. He ain't get you 1 battle here, and you was fucking that nigga comfortably. Can you imagine if a URL staff member was fucking me? It would be fuck battle rap. It's bigger than that. None of you hoes would be touching me. If Smack ever got a taste of this pussy, I would own half the company.
I didn't quite know what phrase was fitting for the next example, so I'll just say fight back syndrome. These are action-packed, haymaker-filled rounds that typically shift the momentum. The king of these type of rounds is Tay-Rock. A prime example would be his second round for Chess. I chose this round specifically because Chess had his best round in the first, and Tay-Rock had the ability to transfer that energy into his second. Also, the round zapped the energy of the crowd and put the pressure back on Chess to close out the battle strong. Although my next point doesn't directly tie into Chess, this tactic is one of the best tactics to do if the battler's opponent isn't the best at closing out battles.
Ain't got nothing in the fridge for real. I don't give a fuck if you been struggling to live for real. I'll tie something around your neck, have you struggling to live for real. Nigga, look, it's me, bro. Rosmilo was a teenager. I put his face on the front of a Mac that's a screensaver, strapped with a green laser. He thought he was safe at his mom's crib. I caught him slipping on a porch like a dream chaser. Nah, I dominate, I'm an 8. I black out and fire 8. I almost took smack, white out, my mistake. Try and skate. What you think you dealing with, bro? Hey, the heckler bustin', I wet up something. You wanna ride in my lane? Follow the set instructions, I'm never frontin'. This'll give you the best concussion. After this, chest won't be the same. That's a breast reduction, that's life. That's life, that's life.
This round could deplete the performer's energy in the closing round. If their round wasn't strong enough to affect the perception or quality of their opponent's closing round, they may have potentially left the door open. In a competitive battle, it is very hard for a battler to have their best round in the second and receive the same reception for their third. Oftentimes, the battler's delivery and performance is subdued in this circumstance because of how much effort and energy they exerted in the previous round. If the opponent is known for closing out strong, they may have given them the momentum needed to deliver their best work. The lasting impression of the battle means a lot, especially in the final round. I don't really have a breakdown for the third round. Having the best round in the third is the best bet. Fans typically cling on to the last thing they remember or connected with. Some of the most meaningful rounds in the culture are the third rounds because the audience enjoy leaving on a high note. Battles that have good third rounds are typically the battles the fans return to the most. Third rounds are typically filled with character breakdowns, stories, social commentary, self-examination, personals, and actual finality. If every battle is a movie, no one enjoys horrible endings, and each battler should take that into consideration.
You playing with the mop for when you pick up trash and mop floors. He like this can't be love. One time he forgot to put the wet sign down and he see somebody granny stuck. That's what he meant when he said he'll MOP a nigga anti-y'all.
Morris will catch a flashback like he's sitting in class and dreaming while I'm at his Bayside High like Tiffany Amber thesis.
And here's the last thing I have to say to your crew. Fuck you, you're cool, fuck you.
We started gangster rap. I'm gonna need our thanks for that. Yeah, I know the East started battle rap, cool, we not claiming that. But if URL is about gang banging, slinging, cracking, banging straps with him, bitch, LA is where it should be stationed at.
How they gonna follow a junkie? Be a fan, not a fiend. And you, be a nigga from Queens, not a queen. Man up, cause stand up niggas don't lean, nigga.
Cause cops stop me outside. I don't expect y'all to feel this, but when my niggas see this shit, he gonna say Hoffa's the realest. So Mook and Lux, they could battle for the spot of the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. And I don't rock with
cash.
you.
And it's sad, your mom passed. But this here the problem. Y'all hoes don't fear a funeral. Y'all fear a condom.
God damn, the block is dying. But you said the last verse. If a nigga kill your brother, you pull out the Glock and ride it. Or let a cop kill your brother. First thing you do is go to the street and scream, stop the violence.
You gonna flip and spaz out? Bitch, don't try it. It's 4 niggas in each car with about 6 more riders. We heavy armed like Precious. Extend more fire. The wrong turn, the yak all in your back seat. I'm Pinky Limo driver.
I can snap it anymore. Pull a pound, 100 clip, he get the fully round. Hell know who did it. I'm over the body with the hoodie down.